Most people think that listening is a passive act. Something you do when you're not talking. Something quiet, secondary, almost invisible. But that belief is a mistake. Because real listening is one of the most active, intentional, and transformative things you can do, both for yourself and for the people around you. We've all been in conversations where we were technically listening, but not really. Our eyes were drifting. Our mind was thinking about something else. We were waiting for a pause, for our turn to speak, already rehearsing our response. And maybe we nodded. Maybe we said, "Right, I get that." But deep down, the other person could feel it. That we weren't really there. That we weren't holding their words with any care. And when someone senses that, they pull back. They stop sharing. They don't trust. Because listening isn't about hearing sound. It's about giving someone a sense of mattering. True listening means putting everything else on pause. It means letting the conversation lead, not trying to steer it. And most importantly, it means showing, through your body, your breath, your silence, that what the other person is saying actually matters to you. So how do you do that? Let's begin with the face. The human face is a mirror. It reflects presence, or absence. When you're listening deeply, your expression softens. You're not forcing eye contact, but you're not looking away either. Your brow is calm, not furrowed in judgment. Your mouth isn't twitching to interrupt. Your whole facial posture says, "I'm here. I'm open. I'm not going anywhere." Most people never receive this kind of attention. That's why it feels disarming. Now your body. Keep it still, but alive. Lean slightly forward, not too much, just enough to signal interest. Keep your arms relaxed. Don't cross them. Don't fidget. Breathe slowly. Mirror their pace subtly. And above all, stay anchored. When you're anchored, you give others something to settle into. If your body says safe, their mind starts to open. Then there's the pause. One of the most powerful tools you have. When someone finishes a thought, wait a full second before you respond. Let their words settle. Let them see you digesting what they've said. That 1 second of silence often invites more honesty than anything you could say. People speak more when they feel heard. And they reveal more when you don't rush in to fill the space. But let's go deeper. Because listening isn't just about silence, it's about what you do with it. When someone shares something emotional, instead of jumping in with a solution or a similar story, try reflecting back the feeling behind their words. If they say, "Work has been overwhelming lately," don't reply with, "Yeah, same here," or maybe take a day off. Try saying, "Sounds like it's been really intense for you." That small sentence is a signal. It tells them, "I didn't just hear your words. I felt what they carried." That kind of response cuts through defensiveness. It creates a deeper connection. Another technique, validate before you ask. If you want to help someone reflect, don't just ask a question right away. First validate what they said. For example, "I can see why that would be frustrating." Then add your question, "What do you think you need right now?" The validation softens the space. It tells them they're not wrong for feeling how they feel. And once they feel that safety, they'll often explore deeper truths themselves. And here's something powerful, listen not just to words, but to what's missing. If someone tells you they're fine, but their tone is flat and their eyes are tired, believe the emotion, not the sentence. Say, gently, you sound like there's more going on. That one comment can break through a wall. But only if it's delivered without pressure, without force. Let it land lightly. If they want to continue, they will. If not, they'll still remember that you noticed. And that noticing alone creates connection. A subtle but effective tool is the listening breath. When the other person is speaking, and especially when they say something vulnerable, inhale slowly through your nose, quiet, controlled, grounding. It communicates calm. And after they finish, exhale gently before you speak. This rhythm tells the other person that you're not rushing. That you're processing. That they're not just speaking into a void, but into someone who's truly present. It also calms you, helping you stay in that grounded space of attention. Now, how do you manage your urge to jump in? Because it will come. That burning moment where you have the perfect story, the best advice, the urge to relate. Let it rise. And let it pass. You don't have to kill it. Just notice it. Name it quietly in your mind, this is my ego wanting to connect. And then, let it go. Return your focus to them. What they need right now is not your brilliance. It's your attention. Listening also means being aware of timing. Not all moments are right for depth. Sometimes people test the water. They drop a small piece of truth and wait. If you jump in too fast, with too much intensity, they pull back. So match their rhythm. Let their openness guide yours. When they open one door, don't barge into 10 others. Stay with the one they've given you. Listening is also about boundaries. You don't have to absorb everything. You don't have to carry their pain. You are not a container for their emotions, you are a mirror. Reflect. Acknowledge. Be present. But don't drown. Ground yourself by noticing your body. Your breath. The weight of your feet on the floor. This helps you stay clear and strong, even in heavy conversations. There's also the art of finishing well. When someone shares something meaningful, don't pivot away too quickly. Don't say anyway. Or let's change the topic. Instead, give their truth a gentle ending. Something like, thank you for trusting me with that. Or simply, I'm really glad you told me. That closing moment wraps the space in dignity. It makes the conversation feel whole. And perhaps most importantly, don't listen to be liked. Don't listen to perform. Listen because you care. People can feel the difference. Listening to manipulate might get you temporary cooperation. But listening to understand builds lasting influence. It makes people want to come back to you. To share more. To trust you, not just with their words, but with their thoughts, their doubts, their growth. True listening is rare. That's why it's powerful. It's a quiet force. Invisible on the surface, yet deeply felt. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't chase attention. It simply makes space, and lets others rise inside it. When you begin to listen like this, not just sometimes, but as a way of being, you'll notice a shift. Conversations change. People soften. Conflicts dissolve. And you'll find a strange new confidence. The kind that doesn't need to prove anything. The kind that doesn't push, doesn't posture, doesn't pretend. Because you'll have something much stronger than dominance. You'll have presence. And presence, true, grounded, attentive presence, is the deepest influence of all.